Welcome to classes of St.Michaels Academy. This is the EVS class for 12th standard and we'll continue with our topic Sustainable Development Goals. The oceans cover 3/4 of the Earth's surface and represent 99% of the living space on the planet by volume. It contains nearly 2 lakhs species which have been identified by human beings, but the actual number may lie in millions. More than 3 billion people depend on marine and coastal biodiversity for their livelihoods. But how can we manage this vital resource is essential for humanity as a whole and to counterbalance the effects of climate change. Over 3 billion people depend on marine and coastal biodiversity for their livelihoods. However, today we are seeing 30% of the world's fish stocks are overexploited, reaching below the level at which they can produce sustainable yields. The fish stocks are being overexploited, that is for obvious. Moreover, oceans absorb about 30% of the carbon dioxide produced by humans, and we are seeing a 26% rise in ocean acidification since the beginning of industrial revolution. Marine pollution, majority of which comes from land-based sources, is reaching at alarming levels, with an average of 13,000 species of plastic litter to be found on every square kilometer of ocean. As much as 40% of the ocean is heavily affected by pollution, depleted fisheries, loss of coastal habitats, and other human activities. The ocean absorbs about 30% of carbon dioxide produced by humans, buffering the impacts of global warming. The Sustainable Development Goals aim to sustainably manage and protect marine and coastal ecosystems from pollution, as well as address the impacts of ocean acidification. Enhancing conservation and the sustainable use of ocean-based resources through international law will also help mitigate some of the challenges facing our oceans. Human life depends on the earth as much as the ocean for our sustenance and livelihoods. Plant provides 80% of the human diet, and we rely on agriculture as an important economic resource. Forests cover over 30% of the Earth's surface, provide vital habitats for millions of species, and important sources for clean air and water, as well as being crucial for combating climate change. Every year, 13 million hectares of forest are lost, while the persistent degradation of drylands has led to the desertification of 3.6 billion hectares, affecting poor communities. While 15% of the land is protected, biodiversity is still at risk. Nearly 7,000 species of animal and plants have been illegally traded. Wildlife trafficking not only erodes biodiversity but creates insecurity, fuel conflict, and feeds corruption. Urgent action must be taken to reduce the loss of natural habitats and biodiversity, which are part of our common heritage and support global food and water security. Around 1.6 billion people depend on forest for their livelihoods, so it's very essential to sustain the life on land.